Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Yummy brand of Yommycrochetlogy, and today's tutorial is the 𝓤𝓸𝓻𝓮 mesh top. This is the top version of my 𝓤𝓸𝓻𝓮 mini dress. The mini dress is now available on my Etsy shop and you can grab your copy. Just head to my description box below. And also I will be uploading a free tutorial for the choker necklace I'm wearing here. If you like my content that talks about crochet and styling our crochet pieces, please don't forget to support my channel, subscribe, send stickers so I can continue releasing a content free for you all. Thank you, and let's head to the video. Before we proceed to the materials, I will break down the project to you guys so you have an idea imprinted in your head, the process or steps of making the top. So first is, we already have this tutorial, the textured bra, summer bra, on my channel, so you can either check it in the card above or in the description box below for the actual tutorial. So what are you gonna do is you have to follow that tutorial and come back in this video once you are done with the bra. You're going to make the bra cup, two bra cup obviously. So you're gonna do the bra cup, just a cup like this. Do not make the straps yet. This top will have a different kind of straps. Can make the side waist straps, which is a chain of 100. But if you are going to wrap around your waist the straps, which is, you know, at the end styling it, you want it to wrap around your waist, I suggest to make it more than 100. Okay? Again, the original tutorial is saying chain 100, but I suggest to add more into that foundation of side straps so you can wrap it around your body. And then you have to attach the two cups together and make at least 2 rows of the half double crochet row connecting the 2 cups. Okay, so all of that will be in this tutorial in the card above, link or in my description box below. As for the pearls, it is optional. You can add pearls if you want, and again I will link shorts video. I attach a pearl into a garment, but this video will come with how to attach a pearl on the garment, so you can either skip this part of the video and forward this video a little bit where I'm attaching the pearl. It's a Hobbii yarn in a range of Friends yarns, and it's cotton 8/4 mercerized. This is the information at the back. Super fine or category weight 1. So once you're done with the cup and the side sleeves, grab your yarn and attach your yarn in the peak or the topmost of your bra cup. Yarn here. I want you to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. So yarn over, insert your hook in that next stitch. Yarn over, pull it through. You should have 3 loops in your hook right now. Yarn over again, pull it through in the first 2 loops. Yarn over and pull it through till the end. So that's your double crochet and chain 3. Okay, now chain 3 again, 1, 2, and 3. Turn your work and double crochet in the chain space. So just between the chain space and the double crochet post from the previous round, you have to make a double crochet. Again, chain 3, turn your work, and again place your double crochet in between the spaces of the double crochet post and chain 3. Okay, so that's our 1, 2, 3 repeat. There's 3 repeat now, and you need 22 for small, and then just add 2 or 3 repeats for bigger sizes. So that's 1, 2, 3. So chain 1, 2, 3, turn your work, double crochet in the space, chain space, double chain 3 again, turn your work, double crochet in the chain space. Okay, chain 3 again, 1, 2, and 3, turn your work and double crochet again in the chain space. chain 3, turn your work, and double crochet again in the chain space. That's how our pattern goes. And you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You need 22 for small size, and then just add more for bigger size. So chain. So this is my 21 repeat of the chain 3 and double crochet pattern. And now once you reach your last stitch, what you're gonna do is you count from the side of your bra cup all the way to the side straps. You have to count 35 stitches, or 35, this is the chain, so this is 35 stitches or 35 chain, and place a stitch marker. That's where we will slip stitch our straps. Okay, 35 stitches to the side of the cup. And slip stitch. So now we have a straps. We have a back straps. This will be a tie at the back, and this will be the sleeves or shoulder. So in this side of the sleeves, our work will be going to the side straps, to the cup, and then back to the shoulder straps. That's the direction of my work. I want my stitches to be right side facing. So I have to start here in the back straps, cups, and then shoulder straps. But in this side here, this is the back straps, and then I climb up to the shoulder straps first all the way to the cup. This is the cup here, and going back out at the back, because that's the direction of my right side stitches facing. Okay, so it depends which side of the cup or sleeves you're working on. Just make sure your stitches will be right side facing. So chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and double crochet in each stitches around. So when you say around, it's just this side strap and the cup. Insert your stitch into the next stitch and make a double crochet. There's your first double crochet. Again, double crochet next stitch. 2, 3, 4, and 5. So repeat your double crochet in every stitches around the side straps all the way to the cups and stop here. In the chain spaces of these shoulder straps, you have to place 3 double crochet each. Okay, so yarn over, insert your hook in the chain space, yarn over, pull it through. There should be 2 loops in your hook right now. Yarn over, pull it through in the first 2 loops, and yarn over and pull it through till the end. So that's 1 double crochet, and you need another 2. So there's 1 and 2. Okay, so we use 1 double crochet in this side, the cups and the back straps. But when you reach into the shoulder strap where we have this double crochet and chain 3 rows, we have to place 3 double crochet in each of the chain spaces. So again, 3 double crochet, so that's 1, 2, and 3. Okay. I have here my last chain space, so we will place 3 double crochet in that chain space. So 1, 2, and 3. So before we will slip stitch to our chain 3 at the beginning, make sure your sleeves here in the shoulder is not twisted like this before you will slip stitch. Okay, and then we will end this row with a slip stitch. This is the first row of your sleeves. The work is going to the side, to the cup, all the way back up here in the... So if you finish one sleeves already, and when you flip your work, this one gets tangled with the yarn. So I have a technique. If you have this little, it looks like a clip. I got this from Hobbii, from the Point store. Very useful to keep the long finished part of your project tucked in. So what I did is I'll just clip them on so they're folded and they're not everywhere. So it's just a little tricks that I want to share with you guys. So first is chain of 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and chain 1 is count as a stitch. Then say skip 1 stitch, and then on the next make a double crochet. So this is the stitch you will use. Since you skip that, you use this double crochet there. And there's your first mesh. Chain 1, skip, and then make a double crochet next. Okay, chain 1, skip, and make a double crochet next. Chain 1, skip, and double crochet next. Chain 1, skip, 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 double crochet next. So we're forming a mesh stitch here. So the sleeves style is mesh. Now I have 2 stitches left, so just skip 1 and place your double crochet in the last stitch. And since there's no more stitch left, so chain 1 and slip stitch into the 3rd chain of your 4th chain. Okay, that's how we will end that row. Okay, so that's how our second row looks like. This is the repeat row until it is long enough to become a sleeves. So chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then on the top of that double crochet from the previous round, you place your double crochet in there. So pretty much aligning our double crochets. Okay, so chain 1 again, skip the chain space, and place your double crochet on top of the double crochet from the previous round. So there you go, we're creating a mesh. Chain 1 again, skip the chain 1 space, go to the double crochet and place your double crochet in there. Okay, chain 1, skip chain space, double crochet on top of this double crochet. Chain 1, skip, and then double crochet on top of this one. Okay, so there you go, it's already starting to look like a mesh. Okay, chain 1 again, skip, and double crochet. Chain 1, skip, and double crochet here. Chain 1, skip, double crochet here. Okay, chain 1 again, skip, double crochet here. So that's how our pattern will go, and then you'll just have to repeat it around. So that's in round. Then until you reach here where we started. Grab the smallest hook you can find, or a hook that fits into your size of the pearl that you've got, and then place the pearl inside the hook, and then remove your current hook from your yarn, and then hook that yarn with the this hook, the tiny hook with the pearl. Okay, so you pull that yarn inside the pearl, and now the pearl is inside your yarn, and then use your working hook again and start your double crochet for the next post. Okay, so that's how I place my pearl in each of the stitches. Okay, and then chain 1 and continue your pattern of double crochet, chain 1, double crochet again on top of the double crochet, chain 1. So what we're going to do is chain 1, slip stitch into the chain 3 of 4 to end this row. And this row 3, so that's 1, 2, 3 of the sleeve, is your repeat row. Okay, this is the only row that you have to keep repeating until you have long mesh. Okay, so again, I repeat the row 3 here. Just align the double crochet on top of the double crochet from the previous round and skip the chain space and make a chain. So now I'll show you guys the other sleeves, how I place the pearls and how I change the crochet hook. It's up to you how you will play the pearls all together. At the moment we are in 3rd row, 1, 2, 3, so we are still here in the tutorial. So as you go, I didn't place pearl until 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So around 21 rows, that's the time I started placing my pearl. But that's optional. You can either start your pearls here or don't place pearls at all. It's really up to you. And only 3 rows each, and 1 row is only 1 pearl. And I not align the pearls to each other. Like for example, if this row, the first row of the pearl is here, the next row will be at the back, and then the next row will be in the front. You know what I mean? Like it's not the same, or they're not aligned. And after the 3 rows with pearls, I have 2 rows that I didn't place pearls. Okay, so the reason for that is I want them to, like, you know, placed everywhere. I don't want them to cram at each other, and that's how I play the pearl around. And then we can start scrunching them like so, and we'll see where and which part we will be scrunching. So we are here at the very end row of the sleeves, and I have few stitches left for my sleeves. So now, before I end this, pay attention that I already using a 3.50mm hook. If you notice, if you've remembered that the beginning of our sleeves we started with 2.75mm, and now we are here in 3.50mm. That is an optional steps to do if you want to gradually change your crochet hook. If you do gradually change your crochet hook, you have to change your hook in every 20 to 30 rows of your sleeves. That is if you're changing a crochet hook. Now let's end this last row with last stitch. So that's double crochet there, so we will chain 1 and then skip the chain space and double crochet on top of the double crochet from the previous round. Chain 1 again, and then skip the chain space and then slip stitch to your chain 3 of chain 4 from the very start of this row. And that's how we will end our rows. Secure this row. Before we will proceed to the borders of the sleeves, I will show you first our finished sleeves. It's up to you too if you want to add the tie. If you don't, it will just be a big mesh, rectangular mesh sleeves, but I guess this part here really adds a beauty. And now this is our border. We're definitely just using a simple scallop borders, and we're gonna add that to the other sleeves. Okay, now what are we gonna do is we are going to work just on top of each double crochet. We will skip the chain spaces, but our work will be on top of the double crochets. So now that is your last stitch. Single crochet on top of that stitch, chain 3 from the previous round, single crochet there, skip the chain space and make a 7 double crochet on top of this double crochet. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's your first 7 scallop or fan. Now skip the chain space again. This is this chain space. Go straight to the double crochet from the previous round and make a single crochet on top of your double crochet from the previous round. There's your first scallop. Now chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Skip the chain space, skip the double crochet, skip the chain space, and go straight to this second double crochet and make a single crochet. Okay, so let's hide this tail. So that's how our pattern goes. A fan, single crochet, chain 3, skip chain 1 space, skip the double crochet, skip the chain 1 space, and then single crochet on top of the double crochet, and then single crochet. Okay, now again, skip the chain space and double crochet 7 times on this double crochet. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then skip the chain space 1 and single crochet on top of the double crochet. So there's your second scallop or fan. Now repeat the chain steps. So chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Then skip the chain space, skip the double crochet, skip the chain space, and single crochet on the second double crochet or this double crochet right after your chain space, double crochet, and chain space, skip. Okay? So I have here my last fan and I only have chain 1 space, double crochet, and chain 1 space before I end it. So I'll skip chain 1, double crochet, and this chain space, and just single crochet onto the last stitch or the chain 1 to close this row. Okay, don't worry if you don't have chain here, if you don't have much stitches to skip with anymore, so just close it with a slip stitch. Now you can cut this off, secure the yarn, and cut it off. Now let's make the I-cord. First off is, I-cord has 2 sources. So there's the yarn skein itself, and then this is the yarn that you gathered here. Now wrap the yarn around your hand or secure it around your hand, and then make a knot. Hold on to that knot. Okay, so that's how I make a knot. So technically speaking, your knot is in the middle of your yarn. Like there's yarn here, there's yarn here. Okay, now there are 2 sources of yarn, as I mentioned before, this one and the one that you're holding in your thumb. Now you're gonna wrap this one around the hook like so, and then make a slip stitch of this yarn all the way to these 2 loops. Hold on to this bottom part here so it will not slip off or slide off with the hook. Now there's your first I-cord. Again, wrap this yarn here to the hook and then yarn over your hook into the upper source of yarn and slip stitch. Now you have 2 of this I-cord here. Now you can hold on to it better compared before when we started. Okay? So wrap your yarn, slip stitch, wrap your yarn, slip stitch, wrap your yarn, slip stitch. Now it's getting longer, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Now wrap your yarn, slip stitch, wrap your yarn, slip stitch, wrap your yarn, slip stitch. It's 33.5 inches or 86 or 85 centimeter. So continue that until you have 38.5 inches or 86 centimeter. Insert the tip of your I-cord to the darning needles, or the tie should end up at the top of the sleeves or aligned to the shoulder. So that's the bra cup. This is, we're obviously facing the back, so this is the shoulder top, and make sure the ribbon or tie is aligned to your shoulder top. And then we are going to count 15 rows from the tip or the scallops. Row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So this is my 15th row. So I should end up here and wave our ends into the mesh. Okay, just waving the ends like in and out into the squares. I mean the double crochet and the chain. Leave a little bit of tail on the top because we need to make a ribbon at the end of this. So I'll just put it on, and then I'll just slip in there and I'm done. Remove your darning needle and stitch marker. And that's what it looks like before you will scrunch the sleeves. When you scrunch the sleeves, you pull it like so, and it should be tight around your cuff or wrist, and that's it. You can wave the ends, and you can also do the same in the upper part. Scrunch it like so, or whatever fits in your arm. So we're done with the sleeves, and that's what our sleeves looks like. This is perfect for that summer vibes that you want without getting too much burn in the arm. So this is a long sleeve mesh, and this is what the sleeves look like. So this is the front. I'll just show the half since it does not really fit in the frame. So this is the bralette or the cups here, and then this is your shoulder, and the sleeves is so pretty. I am in love. I love the way it looks. There's a little pearl here, and I can't wait for the summer. It's perfect. And this is the closure at the back. It's just a simple, a little bit thicker than usual, or a little bit thicker than our original bra, the LenaDuchannes bikini top. This one is a lot thicker. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a little bit of detail in the borders in the front. Okay, so we're not gonna touch the back side, only the bra cup from here all the way here, all the way here, because in the original LenaDuchannes dress it has 8 borders. Okay, so we're going to do that here too. to match up to the original design, which is the 𝓸𝓸𝓻𝓮's dress side. So make sure you're facing the wrong side when you start the row 1 of your borders. So attach your yarn at the very top or the peak of your cup. Secure that yarn, okay, and then make a chain of 3. So that's 1, 2, and 3, and then skip 2 stitches, so 1, 2, and make a single crochet next. That's your first chain space. Now we are going to repeat that in the cup borders. So 1, 2, 3, skip 2, 1, 2, single crochet next. Again, 1, 2, 3, skip 2, 1, 2, single crochet next. Again, 1, 2, 3, skip 2, single crochet next. Okay, so when you reach in the cup or the center of your cup where we join the cup, instead of skipping 3, you have to skip 5 stitches in this cup and 5 stitches in this cup. Okay, so I'm in this cup, so I will skip the center. You have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from that 5 stitch, single crochet there, and then count another 5 in the side of the cup. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and include that cup with this single crochet here. So you single crochet them together. Okay, so now both cups has 5 stitches each side in the middle. Now chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Then we're starting our work in the second cup, and make sure to skip 2. Okay, so 3 chain, skip 2, 1, 2, single crochet. Okay, chain 3, skip 2, single crochet. Okay, so repeat that pattern until you finish off all the cups. So 1, 2, skip that, single crochet next, and then we don't have space here anymore, so we will just chain 3 and then slip stitch to that very last stitch just to secure the cup. Okay, chain 1. Now when you turn, you should be facing the right side of your cup. We're working in every 3 chain space. Okay, now 3 single crochet into the chain space, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then make a picot. So these 2 lines diagonal at the base of your chain 3, these 2 lines, that's where you insert your hook. Now you can see the 2 lines or the 2 threads, 2 yarns. These 2 yarns, insert your hook there and make a slip stitch. There's your picot. Okay, now 2 single crochet in the same chain space. Okay, now 3. So there's your first picot. Now repeat that in every chain spaces. Again, I'll show you. 3 single crochet, so that's 1, 2, 3. Now chain 3, and then in the base of your chain 3 there should be diagonal 2 loops. Insert your hook there. Okay, yarn over and make a slip stitch. Then chain single crochet 3 times in the same chain space. So that's 2 and 3. Okay, so there's the second picot. There's your last cathedral or picot stitch, and then slip stitch to the last stitch, secure the yarn, and cut it off. Also, I added additional row in the waist straps, and this time I add a purl. It's just an additional row for the waist straps to add on the purl, but it is totally optional. It's up to you if you want to do that. And we're done. This is what our top looks like. It's very pretty. It's perfect for that festival outfit or summer outfit that you are excited to go to. And also, if you are keen of the dress version of this one, it is available in my Etsy shops right now. So grab your copy in my description box below. And do not forget to support my channel so I can continue making a free tutorials for you all. Thank you so much and enjoy your day. Goodbye!